If you're at a point where I was at, where you've tried everything and it's not giving you the results that you want, it's not giving you the quality of life that you want, then it's worth giving it a try.
I had been struggling with some form of depression or anxiety for as long as I can remember. And then the first time I remember being medicated for it, I was probably 14 or 15 years old.
And the world feels on fire, and it sometimes seems like death is the only way to kind of put that fire out.
Yeah, a lot of patients come to me and they just feel so broken. And they've been on medication for 10, 20 years and they don't know they can get off.
It's just a horrible feeling when you're a new mom, especially, and you feel like you're spending more time at the pharmacy or in a doctor's office than with your kid.
I came back from Afghanistan in 2013. My physical body came back. My spirit, my soul, my mind did not. And I was not here. I went through the motions and did what all the doctors told me to do, and I went to all my appointments and I took all the medicines that they told me to take, and it wasn't helping.
If you're depressed and you've seen psychiatrists and you feel reliant on medication, you've lost a sacred sense of self-reliance. I want to give that back to you. I want you to trust your gut more than you trust doctors, actually. And that's been my mission here.
Here at Beyond Mental Health, we like to provide a safe environment for you to explore the depths of yourself and just allowing the space for a deep transformation that we don't always have the time for in regular daily life.
I really felt like I was able to find someone that I could trust in Dr. Cook.
Their mind almost goes to like the calmest place possible. You know, it's weird, it's different, but at the end, they're left with like, you know, a very peaceful residence.
If you're on antidepressant medications, realize that about a third of the time they're very effective. But TMS is effective 2/3 of the time without side effects.
Something came over me. The voices that were in my head telling me to do it, to kill myself, telling me that this wasn't going to work, they just kind of faded away. I was able to access something inside of me that I hadn't been able to access before. And I left that treatment knowing that this was something different.
Science can only go so far. Science can't tell you what it feels like to see red or blue, or taste bitter or sweet, or what it means to fall in love. You know, some of the most important things in our lives are not fully explainable by science. That's why I named this practice Beyond Mental Health, because to be mentally healthy means going a little bit beyond the standard.
I went from basically being in bed all day, every day, to going to school, going back to school, starting my own studio. I actually have my own studio space now. I've lost 70 pounds.
We're working with a trained paramedic and a sitter like myself who's able to sit with you. So not only is it like physically safe, there's also someone looking out for the safety of like your emotions and psyche.
It gives me control back over my life. That's something that for me is priceless.
And helping a patient overcome that despair and get their self-worth back, that is one of the best gifts I can give to a patient.